Have you ever wondered where our modern image of Santa Claus comes from? The jolly, round-bellied man with a sleigh full of toys, flying through the sky with 8 tiny reindeer. Much of what we picture today was shaped by a single, magical poem written nearly 200 years ago. Today, we're diving into the enchanting world of A Visit from St. Nicholas, more famously known as The Night Before Christmas. This timeless tale was penned in the United States back in 1823 by a man named Clement Clark Moore. He originally wrote it for his own children, never intending for it to become the global phenomenon it is today. But the poem's charm was undeniable. It captures the very essence of Christmas wonder, the joy of giving, and the warmth of family togetherness, all wrapped up in a story that has captivated hearts for generations. It's a poem that doesn't just tell a story, it paints a feeling, the quiet anticipation and magical hush that falls over the world on Christmas Eve. Let's meet the characters who bring this magical night to life. First, there's our narrator, a father who is awakened by a mysterious sound. Through his eyes, we witness the entire spectacle. He's the everyman, the parent staying up late, who gets a once-in-a-lifetime peek behind the curtain of Christmas magic. His sense of awe and wonder is our own. He represents that part of us that no matter how old we get, still wants to believe. Then, of course, there's the star of the show, St. Nicholas, or as we all know and love him, Santa Claus. Moore's description of him is iconic. He's not just a gift bringer, he's a character bursting with personality. He's described as a right jolly old elf, with a round belly that shakes when he laughs like a bowl full of jelly. He has a twinkle in his eye and a cheerful, kind demeanor. This isn't just some mysterious figure. This is a warm, approachable symbol of generosity. He doesn't speak much, but his actions, a nod of his head, placing a finger aside his nose, convey a world of kindness and magic. And what would Santa be without his trusty companions, the 8 magical reindeer, each with their own now famous name: Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donder, and Blitzen. They are the engine of this magical journey, soaring through the winter sky, a testament to the power of imagination. They're more than just animals. They're symbols of the extraordinary possibilities that Christmas Eve holds. Finally, we have the children, nestled all snug in their beds, dreaming of sugar plums. They are the heart of the story, the reason for Santa's visit. Their peaceful sleep and blissful ignorance of the magic unfolding downstairs represent the innocence and purity of childhood belief, which is the true fuel for the Christmas spirit. The story itself is simple, yet powerful. It all begins on a quiet Christmas Eve. The whole house is still, not even a mouse is stirring. The stockings are hung by the chimney with care, filled with the hopes and dreams of the sleeping children. Suddenly, our narrator is awakened by a clatter on the lawn. He springs from his bed and rushes to the window to see what's the matter. And what does he see? Not a simple disturbance, but something truly wondrous. A miniature sleigh, pulled by 8 tiny reindeer, with a lively old driver. He knows in an instant it must be St. Nicholas. He watches, breathless, as Santa guides his reindeer onto the rooftop. The sound of their paws is like a magical drumbeat on the shingles. Then, in a moment that has become legendary, St. Nicholas bounds down the chimney. He's covered in soot and ashes, but his spirit is bright. He's carrying a great big sack of toys slung over his back. The narrator describes him with such vivid detail. His dimples, his rosy cheeks, a nose like a cherry, and a beard as white as snow. Santa doesn't say a word. He just gets straight to work. He moves with a purpose, filling each stocking to the brim with gifts. His actions are filled with a silent, profound generosity. This isn't about seeking thanks or recognition. It's about the pure joy of giving. The Father watches him, not with fear, but with a sense of shared secret delight. It's a magical private show, just for him. After his work is done, Santa gives a nod, turns, and lays a finger aside of his nose, a signal that this magical moment is their secret. Then, just as he came, he ascends back up the chimney. The narrator rushes back to the window, just in time to see him spring to his sleigh and give his team a whistle. As they fly away into the night sky, he hears Santa exclaim, in a voice clear and bright, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." This simple narrative is packed with powerful themes and moral lessons that resonate just as strongly today. At its core, the poem is a celebration of the magic of giving. Santa Claus embodies this spirit. He works tirelessly through the night, not for personal gain, but for the sheer joy of bringing happiness to others. The story reminds us that the true gift of Christmas isn't what we receive, but what we give, whether it's a physical present, an act of kindness, or simply sharing a moment of warmth. The joy is in the connection it creates. The setting of the story is also crucial. The entire event unfolds within a family home, emphasizing that family warmth is the true heart of Christmas. The image of the children sleeping peacefully while their father watches over them, and Santa delivers his gifts, creates a perfect portrait of love, safety, and togetherness. It tells us that the most magical moments happen in the places we feel most loved. The poem also encourages us to believe in wonder, in a world that can often feel cynical. The night before Christmas is a powerful reminder to keep our hearts open to magic and imagination. The Father's willingness to believe what he sees keeps the tradition alive, not just for his children, but for himself. It suggests that this sense of wonder is not just for kids. It's a vital part of the human spirit. The symbolism in the poem is rich and has become deeply embedded in our holiday culture. Saint Nicholas, of course, is the ultimate symbol of generosity and kindness. He's the personification of the Christmas spirit. The reindeer and the flying sleigh represent the boundless power of imagination. They break the rules of the ordinary world, showing us that on this one special night, anything is possible. The stockings and the gifts are symbols of the joy of giving. It's significant that Santa fills the stockings without the children even knowing he's there. The act of giving is selfless and anonymous, focused entirely on the happiness of the recipient, and the night itself, the night before Christmas, symbolizes hope and anticipation. It's a time when the world holds its breath, waiting for a miracle, reminding us to always look forward with hope. The cultural impact of this poem is simply staggering. Before Clement Clark Moore, our image of Santa Claus was fragmented and varied. He was sometimes depicted as a thin, stern bishop or an elfin figure. This poem single-handedly standardized the image of Santa that we know today. The jolly, robust, white-bearded figure in a red suit. It also named his reindeer and established the idea of him arriving on a sleigh on Christmas Eve and coming down the chimney. Think about it. Nearly every Christmas movie, storybook, and song that features Santa Claus owes a debt to this one poem from 1823. It has been recited by families around the world for generations, becoming as much a part of the holiday tradition as decorating the tree or singing carols. It didn't just tell a story, it built a world that we all get to visit once a year. In conclusion, The Night Before Christmas is so much more than just a charming children's poem. It is a foundational text of the modern holiday season. It's a beautiful tapestry, woven with threads of generosity, family love, and the enduring power of belief. It teaches us that the true magic of Christmas lies not in the presents under the tree, but in the joy of giving, the warmth of being together, and the wonder we choose to see in the world. As Santa flew out of sight that magical night, his parting words left a gift for everyone, a wish for happiness and peace. And that ultimately is the timeless spirit of Christmas. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey into a holiday classic. What are your favorite memories of this story? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories behind our favorite traditions. Happy holidays to all, and to all a good night.